Okay, you are welcome to once again grade 11 accountancy class. Okay, so in our last videos we understood the comparison between traditional approach and the modern approach. Okay, so we understood the different example about the place of journal entries. So wherever purchases, purchase return, sales and sales return, then goods done by the proprietor for personal use, thereafter cash done by the personal use, and thereafter sales return, how to prepare sales return, purchase return. Then one more thing, so loss by fire, how to prepare journal entry. Then whatever the other example about, especially for the drawings, about the drawings is very important whenever personal use. So according to purchases, how the drawings affected loss by fire. Okay. So now we will see one example about one of our NCERT book. So accordingly, we will learn properly the journal entries, how to preparation of the journal entries. Okay. So what is my suggestion? So you take page number 93. Okay. I mentioned here 93, exercise number 14. Okay. That's what now we are going to write from the NCERT book. Question number 14. Okay. So before that, we want to make a format, very important. See, in the books of Arpreet Brothers, the problem they given, correct? In the books of Arpreet Brothers. Okay. Then this is a journal format, you know, as a date, particulars, then this is called ledger folio, then debit and credit. Then symbol very important. Okay, our currency very simple. So we want to draw with your scale. So you have to take better, you have to buy accountancy notebook. Okay. See, in accountancy notebook, no need to put these lines, already it is there one side. You are preparing accountancy notebook as a one side. Okay. So better buy accountancy notebook. Initial sum, another 1 month for strong for preparation of journal entries, ledger, remaining things. Thereafter, normal long size notebook is enough. Okay, now you are learning for the lines. What is the meaning of this line? Date, particulars, then this is debit and this is credit. Okay, that's why you have to work out the accountancy notebook. Okay, okay. Now we are going to take each and every transaction. Page number 93, sum number 14. Okay, see sum number 14. What they given? Journalize the following transaction. The books of Arpreet Brothers. That will written in the books of Arpreet Brothers. Okay. Then for the first transaction, 1000 due from Rohit are now bad debts. Okay. That means what? So whatever you know already bad debts. Okay. So when the bad debts will come, whenever you done our sales on credit, the person become debtor. For example, sold on credit, later on they have to pay. So this 1000 rupees is considered as the particular person, the Rahul, unable to give that money. That's what 100 rupees due from Rohit or now bad debts. Rohit. Okay. That's why here Rohit not yet given the 1000 rupees worth of money. What he already sold goods to the Rohit. Okay. How to prepare journal entry? Okay. As you know already, we discussed previous class, the bad debts. Okay. So here I put, there is no date here. Okay. That's why just I put it in blank. So as a journal entry number 1 by 1, I mentioned number. Okay. So what is the first entry? See here, bad debts account data. See, bad debts account data. How much? 1000. So the comma is very important. 1000. Okay, that is very important. Okay. So unable to queue as a bad debts. Why you are debited bad debts? It is considered as first real nominal account. Why it is nominal account? So debit all expenses and losses. So according to Forest, bad debts is a loss. Okay. So we are unable to get that money. That's why we are debited. It's coming under personal account. Coming under nominal account. Why it is nominal account? Because debit all expenses and losses. That's why I am debited. Now the Rahul. He is the person. The money has to due from Rohit. Sorry, Rahul, not Rahul. Rohit. So we have to write what? To Rohit. Why you are crediting Rohit account? Here I mentioned. Okay, Rohit. So Rohit is coming under personal account. Okay. That's why, what's the personal, why it is personal account? It is coming in name. Okay. As a name comes. That's why I consider as personal account. So why it is personal account? Related to person. Also rule of the personal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. Here Rohit is a giver. Okay. That's why here personal account, he is the giver. Okay. That's why I am crediting. That's why to Rohit account I am crediting. So what is the journal entry here? Being Rohit not yet being Rohit due. Okay, that's what considered as bad debts. Okay, being due from Rohit. Being, what is the narration is very very important. Being due from Rohit now become bad debts. Okay, that means what? As a debt become bad debts. That's why I told us bad. So you are unable to recover that money. You are never considered as a discount allowed. Should be very careful. So you are unable to recover the 1,000 rupees. That's why I have shown the first entry. 1,000 rupees due from the Rogi. How to enter journal entry? See, bad debts account at 1,000 to Rohit account 1,000. Credit. Line is very important. Narration. Being due from Rohit, now become bad debts. Okay. That is the first journal entry according to our sum number 14, page number 93. What is second one? So goods worth 2,000 were used by the proprietor. That means what? The worth of goods 2,000 used by proprietor. That means what? For the personal use. So how to record the transaction? See, the second one is what? Another personal use by the proprietor. You know very well. You have to debit what? Drawings account. Get up. How much? 2,000. So why I am debiting drawings account? As a drawings account, coming in as a nominal account. So as a nominal account rule, debit all expenses and losses. Here as a drawings account is a expenses. You have to show as a expenses for the company. For the personal use, it took. So for the goods, personal use the proprietor took. So I credited what? 2 purchases. Then only my purchase amount will reduce. So earlier maybe whenever goods purchased I debit purchases. Now I am taking some goods from my personal use. So what will happen? My goods become reduced. That's why I am crediting purchase. Okay, 2 purchases account. Okay, so what's the narration? Being goods taken by proprietor or being goods taken by personal use. Okay, that is the information. Whenever see the narration, you have to understood what is the transaction. Okay, here the goods taken by the proprietor for the personal use. That's why I am debited. Drawings account data 2,000 to purchases account 2,000. Why I am crediting purchases? Now my purchases become reduced because I took these goods. So naturally the goods value become reduced. Okay, that's why I am going to credit. Okay, that is the important point here. Okay, what is the third one? See, charge depreciation at 10% per annum for 2 months on machine costing 30,000. Here, so what is the information they given? See carefully. First one they given what? Depreciation. Where they given depreciation. So machine costing what? Here the machine amount is how much? Here the machine amount is 30,000, correct? See, the machine value is machine 30,000. Okay, 30,000. So what is the calculation of the depreciation? See, what is it they say? What is depreciation? Charge depreciation at 10% per annum for only 2 months. Okay, depreciation, how much charge? Depreciation, how much? At given value, how much? At 10%. See, 10% per annum. 10% per annum for only 2 months. Okay, so this is the information they given. So how to do the entry? So as you know depreciation, you want to debit for particular asset to reduce the value. Okay, so that's what our third entry is what? Debit is what? Depreciation account. So depreciation here again coming under what? Nominal account. Depreciation account. Now we don't know the value. Now we are going to calculate. That's why we have to prepare working note separately. Working note. Okay. So separate page you prepare working note number 1, 2 like that. Okay. So I am debiting depreciation. Why depreciation? Because depreciation coming under nominal account. So what's the nominal account rule again? Debit all expenses and losses. Here our depreciation is not expenses. It is a losses. Okay. That's why I consider as depreciation as losses. When I say expenses, anything I have to pay from my pocket. Okay, that is called expenses. My cash goes out as expenses. Here, only my asset value is reducing. That's why I am crediting to machine account. Correct? Machine account. So now I don't know what is the value. Now I am going to calculate. How we are going to calculate? 30,000 is the machine value into 10% is a depreciation. I am going to charge it for not all 12 months. They said only for 2 months. So 2 by 12. So that's why the equation is very, very important. So at least you are a little bit well in maths. Now you can replace that maths here. Okay. So 30,000 is the cost of the machine. For 10% is the value of the depreciation going to charge. You want to reduce. For why 2 by 12 means they given in the transaction. They said see the charge depreciation at 10% per annum for 2 months. Okay. Machine value is 30,000. So how to simplify here? Okay. Here 20, here 10 I cut it, 10 I cut it. Understood? Here 20, top also 20 cut it. Then here 6 2s are 12. Then 5 6 are how much? 30, correct? 5 6 are 30. So remaining only this 20. So what is my depreciation value? Depreciation value is 500. So I'm going to reduce my machine. How much for only 2 months? 500. Okay, that's why I'm going to put it amount here. 500. Here 500. So what is the narration here? Being depreciation charged, okay, for machine at 10% per annum for 2 months. Okay, that is the narration. So what's the debit? Depreciation account debtor 500 to machine account 500. How you calculate 500? The information here. 30,000 into 10 by 100 into 2 by 12. We get it 500. Why here 2 by 12? But there is a whole here. This is no need. Simply you have to deduct 30,000 into 10%. Just how much? You will get just how much? So here 20. So just you will get it 3,000. But here only 2 months will you go to calculate. For utilization only 2 months. That's why become 500. Okay. The 500 is the depreciation value. So why I am crediting my machine account 500? So my machine value now become reducing depreciation after 500. That's what here I am crediting machine account 500. My debit is a depreciation account. You understood? That's what our third entry. Right. What is our fourth entry? It's very important. Provide interest on capital of 1,50,000 at 6% per annum for 9 months. So far you are utilizing our capital in the business, right? So whenever utilizing the capital, the company has to pay interest on that particular capital what you are using in the business, correct? That's what we are going to calculate interest on capital. How much you have to pay? 6% for the particular capital amount. How much? 1,50,000. For how many months? Here also only 9 months. Now you see how the calculation going to prepare for our fourth entry. Okay, so what is our fourth entry? So here I will clean it here. Okay, my fourth entry. Same format. The format is very important, debit and credit. So you have to follow with the help of pencil, scale and other tools. Okay, pen, especially accountancy notebook, your scale, pencil, thereafter pen, very good pen, then any color pen for underlying purpose. Okay, so I'm continuation of your third one, my fourth entry here. What is my fourth entry? Interest on capital. Interest on capital. Okay, account. I am debited. I don't know. I'm going to calculate. What is credit? To capital account. This is the entry for charging for interest account. Interest on capital. So here what is the meaning of interest on capital? So whatever capital I utilized for the business, further company has to pay interest. Okay, how they are calculating? They given in the transaction how much? 1,50,000, 6% for 9 months. Same manner. Suppose I am going to calculate here. So 1,50,000. This is working note number 2. Earlier we discussed about depreciation, working note number 1 separately. Even you can calculate it here inside the box. For understanding purpose, I am writing separately. So 1,50,000 into what is the rate of interest? 6% per annum. See, 6 by 100 into how many months? 9 by 12. So, how to simplify this amount? Okay, you can easily get it. How to simplify? Okay, so what is the value here? Simply you will get it again. I cut it here. Okay, then 2 6 are 2. See here, 7 2s are 14, 10, 750. When you multiply into 9, what is the value? 6,000, 6,750. Okay, 0, 5 into 9s are 45, 4, then 9 7s are how much? 63 plus 4, 67. You understood? That's what our interest on capital. So I have to mention here 6,750 debit. Okay. Then credit 6,750. So what is the narration? Being interest on capital provided at 6% per annum for 9 months. Okay, that is the narration. Okay, the narration is very, very important. You understood? For the fourth one, interest on capital account to capital account. So now we are going to calculate. How you got it 6,750 as a 1,50,000 as our capital. We have to charge 6%. So 6 by 100 into 9 by 12. After simplification, we get it 6,750. Okay. 6,750. Understood? That's what our fourth transaction. Now moving for the fifth one. So Rahul become insolvent. Okay. Who owed is 2,000 as a final dividend of 60 paise. So before, what is the meaning of insolvent? A Rahul unable to pay his dues. Okay. So what will happen? He owe to the company how much? He has to pay company 2,000 rupees. So as a final dividend of 60 paise in a rupee is received from his estate. So what will happen? He has to pay 2,000, but actually how much he has to pay possible? For example, here they given what is the meaning of 60 paise? So whatever I clean it here. Okay, first I write the entry, then amount I will calculate. What is the amount? Anyway he has to pay, we got money. See, Rahul became insolvent. 2,000. But how much he has to pay? Supposed to pay 60 paise in a rupee. So we got money. So naturally what is the entry? Cash account data. Now we don't know the value. To who will give? The Rahul's estate or legal Rahul's estate. Okay, this is the account. Now we don't know the value. Here I am going to calculate the value. Actually he has to pay how much? 2,000, correct. What happened? They given only 60 paise. That means what? Every 1 rupee value, he has to pay only 60 paise. So we are losing how much? 40 paise we are losing. Okay, so I will get 2000 into 0.60 paise. What is the value you get it? You verify what is the value you get it? Just simply 1,200. Okay, 1,200. Okay. 2 into 0.60, when you simplify this, you will get how much? 1,200 rupees value. How much you are losing? You are losing 800 rupees, correct? How, instead of 2,000, you are losing 800. You are unable to get entire 2,000. You are collecting only how much? Only 1,200. That's what here very important. I repeat the transaction once again. So when you are watching this video, better with the NCERT book, with the help of the transaction, you can be able to understand. See the transaction. Rahul became insolvent. So, okay. So what happened? We owed is 2,000 as a final dividend of 60 paise in the rupee is received from his estate. Okay. So instead of 1 rupee, he has to pay to company, but every 1 rupee he has to pay only how much? 60 paise. So 2,000 into 60 paise, he has to pay only 1,200. You are losing how much? 800 rupees. That's why I am going to mention here how much you received? 1,200. Here 1,200. Narration. So what's the narration? Here I am writing. So the bracket, or this is the working notes. Bracket itself, writing this journal entry. So what is our narration? Being Rahul estate has to pay only 60 paise for every 1 rupee. Correct. So instead of 1 rupee, he has to pay 60 paise. So 2001 rupee, how much? Understood now? So 1200. That's what I mentioned here. He received that much money from the Rahul's estate. So cash account data 1200 to Rahul's estate account 1200. Now you understood for this 5 exercise, 5 transaction. Okay, that's a very important. As you know already, how the bad debts were journalized here. Second one is this is drawings, you know, for previous discussion understood how to write any personal use. So you have to debit drawings account to purchases account. Okay. Then third one, how to charge depreciation. So depreciation account data to machine account. Any asset you have to credit. Depreciation you have to debit. Okay. It's a standard entry. Fourth one, this is very new for you. Interest on capital account. Okay. Interest on account data to capital account. So when you are charging for capital, so company has to pay interest because the company relies in the capital. Finally, the Rahul's estate, he pay only instead of every 1 rupee, has to pay only 60 paise. So you got money how much? Instead of 2000, get it only 1200. So this is the calculation you have to mention here. You understood this exercise for the especially the 14th one. Now move for the next exercise 15th one. Okay, now you will see the next exercise for the 15th one. Okay, so you have to keep the NCERT book right now. Okay, now we move for the next exercise. Same page number 93. See question number 15. I mentioned here 2 pages 93 and 94. I will see one by one transaction. See what is the first one? Cash paid for installation of machine 500. Here what is the meaning of this transaction? For example, you bought the machine. For that machine, you have to take that machine to the our factory. How we are going to prepare that machine? Okay, suddenly you can't run the machine. For that, you have to prepare the setup for keep that machine. So that amount is called what? 500 rupees. Okay. So this is also coming to which account? Machine account only. Okay. It is not the expenses for the company. That value is included the machine. That's why they are given. Very interesting transaction here. Cash paid for installation of machine. How much? 500. So where you have to, what you have to write? You can write even machine account, first one. Here also no date. You have to mention always question number 15, page number 93, NCERT book. Okay, NCERT. Our journal entry 1. What is the entry? So machine, in our machine account. You can write directly to machine account data. Okay. So why I am debiting machine account? As it is here, coming under real account. Why it is real account? It is related to asset. So what is the real account rule? Debit what comes in. That's why debited. Okay, how much? 500. Okay, 2. So what happened? We spend money for the installation of the machine. So to cash account. So to cash account. So why it is cash account? I am credited again. Cash is coming under real account. Why it is a real account? Coming under asset. What's the rule? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. So our cash goes out for installation of the machine, 500. Okay. So what is narration here? Being cash paid for installation of machine. Okay. You have to write machine account only, not installation of machine. The narration only, I am explaining very clearly. For the installation of the machine, what is the value? 500. What's the entry here? Machine account data, 500. To cash account, 500. Narration being cash paid for installation of machine. So, first journal entry over. Second one, see, goods given as a charity, 2000. We discussed our previous video, correct? Here goods given as a charity for some donation like that. Now you see even nowadays as a current period, current situation, we can give as donation as a goods, as a rice like that, different form of the food package like that. Here the goods they given to the charity for the helping people, whoever require the helping people. Okay, that's what here charity. We are providing goods with charity. So how to mention here? To, as I already, charity account. In charity name, we have to mention that. Charity account. Data, how much? 2000. So now, we are providing not cash, goods only. So naturally, my purchases will become reduced. That's why I am crediting now. To purchases account. You understood now? 2000. Okay. That's what this entry as a charity account. Suppose any name you have to mention as a charity here. What? It is a expenses for the company. Okay. So you want to show as a charity. But to purchases account, I reduce my value. That's why I am crediting purchases account. You understood? As a personal use, thereafter charity, then any loss by fire or theft. You have to debit the all these four situations. Credit all purchases account. Correct. That's the same manner here. As a goods you are providing to the charity purpose. I am debiting charity account data 2000 to purchases account 2000. Variation being goods provided to charity. Okay, that's all. That's what our third entry. One of the best example about goods provided for charity, how to record the transaction, now we understood. So what is next one? See the next transaction. What is that? Take page number 94, next page. Okay, so take next page. They give an interest charge on capital 7% per annum when total capital was 70,000. So this we already discussed our previous journal entry, correct? What is that previous journal entry? Same manner. So what is the entry again? We are going to provide interest on capital for utilization of the our company capital. Here what is the entry? Again interest on capital account. So here what idea here? They simply given 70,000 at the rate of how much? 7%. So whole year per annum. So I can bracket I mentioned here 70,000 as a capital into 7 by 100. So what is the value? Here 0, here 0. So 4,000, so 0, 0. Okay. 0, 0. See, this 20 I mentioned here. 7 into 7s are 49. So how much? Interest on capital 4,900 for the whole year. That's what simply I can mention here. So to what's the credit? To interest to capital account. Okay, the same example we done it our previous journal entry. Okay, there are 1,50,000. Here our asset is our capital is 70,000 at the rate of 7%. Here all 12 months. That's why simply we written 70,000 into 700. Here itself you can do it. Answer is 4,900 to capital account. 4,900. Okay. Now the relation being interest on capital provided. Okay, provided at the rate of 7%. So at the rate of 7%. Okay, that's what our third journal entry. Now moving for the fourth one. Very interesting one. So previous exercise, there we consider as a bad debts. So one fellow who is that Rohit, correct? As a Rohit, 1,000 due from Rohit are now bad debts, correct? Here what is the example they given? See the D, transaction number D. Recover 1,200 of a bad debts. Return of last year. Okay, that's what earlier I consider as a bad debts last year. So what I consider, that money I am able to recover. How much? 1,200. That money, now I got it. So how to write the entry? See here. Simple. Now I got money. So cash account data. How much? 1,200. To what I have to write? Bad debts recovered account. Bad debts recovered. Recovered account. How much? 1,200. Then narration. Being bad debts. Being bad debts recovered. B. Bad debts declared last year. Okay, now recovered. Now recovered. You understood? Narration, you are unable to visible. I read once again due to space purpose. Cash account data 1200 to bad debts recovered account 1200. Narration being bad debts declared as a last year, now recovered. That means what? Now we got money. We considered earlier last year as a bad debt. Now I recovered that bad debt successfully. That's why I am debiting cash account. Why I am debiting cash account? Again coming under real account as a asset. That's why I shown as a debit. What comes in? Now why bad debts recovered? Again coming under what? So nominal account as a income. Correct. So debit all expenses and losses. Credit all income and gain. So here I consider bad debts recovered as a income. Now understood the fourth entry. That's what very important entry here. Previous journal entry, that entry considered as a bad debt, simple. So bad debts accounted to Rogi. Here, so whatever bad debts any you recover, how to pass the entry. Now you got money, that's why I debited. I shown as a bad debts recovered as a income now, not current year. So what I declared previous year. Okay. Now move for the next entry. See here also, goods destroyed by fire 2000. See, we discussed about goods drawn by the personal use, then we say in this journal entry charity for the goods given for the charity. Now see goods destroyed by fire 2000. How to pass the entry? Simple. So fine. For the entry goods, you can write goods destroyed by fire, or you can write lost by fire. You can write both ways. Goods destroyed by fire or lost by fire. Okay, account. Data, how much? 2000. Okay. So here goods destroyed. So my purchase value reduced. I lost my goods due to fire. So naturally my purchase become reduced. So how to show? I am crediting my purchases account to purchases account 2000. Okay. See, this is debit and credit. No space here. Please you kindly draw a line like this. For continuation purpose, I am writing like this. Okay. So as you have to draw lines. Okay. Line is very important. Okay. That's right. You have to draw. Write it here. This is the credit part. This is the debit part. Okay. 2000. Then our currency value. Narration being same goods destroyed by fire. So narration is very important. If you are not writing narration, so you can't get the even completion of journal entry. That's why whenever you have to write narration, the journal entry, the particular business transaction journal entry is in a completed form. In a table format, whatever the date here, no date is given. So the date when it was happened, the goods destroyed, you are writing date column. Correct. It's a date, but in this column you are writing debit and credit. Thereafter, what is your debit amount and credit amount with the narration. Okay, that's all. What is our sixth one? Okay. What is our sixth entry? See, very important. Rent outstanding 1000. This is very important. Here, rent outstanding. That means what? Here we not paid any cash. We are telling that I have to pay rent. You know which concept related? Any idea? We can relate it with one of the important concepts. Three basic assumptions. Correct. What is that? That is called accrual concept. Correct. You understand what's the meaning of accrual concept? No. For this transaction, rent outstanding. So we not take paid money, but you want to show rent account. Correct. So how to write it here? See, rent account. Rent account data. How much? 2000. Okay. But not yet paid. Suppose I am going to pay money, what happens? Rent account data to cash. So whatever narration I have to write here, not yet paid. So we can show as a accrual concept, whether you paid or payable, whether you received or receivable. You want to show, you want to account. accrual concept. Correct. That's the same concept. Here you want to follow. I am showing as what? Instead of it is not yet paid. So what I have to write? To rent outstanding account. Understood? Outstanding account. 2000. Okay. So later on, the same. Later on, when you pay for the next month, you want to debit rent outstanding account debtor to cash. Understood? The net effect is rent account debtor to cash. Here, I not yet paid, but I want to show. For example, March month I want to show as a rent. So March month rent you are going to pay only April. Correct? So how I am going to show? I am not even paid the money. That's why I am showing here rent account debtor 2000 to rent outstanding account 2000. Okay, this is coming under which concept? Accrual concept. Okay. So what is the narration here? Being rent outstanding provided or being provided rent outstanding. You can write whatever manner. Being provided rent outstanding. You understood? That's what very important entry. Okay. Related to our accrual concept. Now you understood wherever the concept related. Wherever you have to understand now. What are the 13 concept. Okay. Now what is the next one? Interest on drawings. 900. See here we discuss interest on capital. So you are utilizing our company money. For that you are paying interest. This one, suppose a person withdraw capital for the personal use or you take money. Charge entry drawings. So any drawings, company will charge interest. So for that company, it is income. Here, interest on capital, according to company point of view, expenses. But asset drawings, again, the company has to charge interest. But what will happen? You keeping on withdraw money for personal use. Then how will run the business? That's why the company will have idea, restrict your drawings. That's why they will charge interest. Okay, here they given interest on drawings 900. How to write? Okay, simple. So here I mentioned as a capital here. Here I debited as drawings account. Drawings account data. How much? 900. Okay. To reduce my drawings. Here I am crediting interest on drawings. Interest on drawings. Okay. Interest on drawings. See carefully. Interest on drawings. I am credited. Here interest on capital I am debited. As a company, this is company point of view expenses. Here according to our company point of view is income. That's why I am credited. That's why it is coming under nominal account. Credit all income and gain. This is coming under again nominal account. But debit all expenses and losses. As a company point of view, it is expenses. Utilizing capital, I am going to pay interest. Here they are withdrawing money, drawings the money for their use. That's why company will charge interest. As according to company point of view, this is the income. I have written in a bracket income. Okay. As interest on drawings. Here as interest on capital coming under expenses. You understood the comparison between interest on capital and interest on drawings. Okay, narration you know being interest on drawings charged. Okay, that's what our the sixth one. Thereafter, next one, seventh entry. Okay, seventh entry, I write it here. I will read it. Okay, seventh and eighth, I write it here. See, what is seventh? Very important. We already discussed the same example or previous exercise. Correct. Here, see, what is seventh? Sudhir Kumar, who owed me. See, that person supposed to pay to me how much? 3,000. So what happened? Has failed to pay the amount. See, unable to pay the 3,000. But what the compensation for every 1 rupee, able to pay how much? Only 45 paise. Now understood the entry. That's what here. So very important. What is it? Entry here. So cash account data. Now you got the money. Cash account data. How much? So whatever 3,000, they were supposed to pay only 45 paise. That's why I am bracket I will show 3,000 into 0.45. That means what? Instead of every 1 rupee, he is supposed to pay how much? Only 45 paise. To who? Who is the person? The person name is Sudhir Kumar. Okay. Sudhir Kumar. Sudhir Kumar account. So why I am crediting Sudhir Kumar? He is a personal account. So that's why I am crediting. The reason become because the reason why I am crediting the Sudhir Kumar account as a personal debit or debit the receiver as a personal account, credit the giver. She is the giver, giving the instead of 3,000, how much he got money. That's what I show in the bracket, 3,000. Every 1 rupee value, he able to pay only 45 paise, so we are losing 55 paise. He can able to compensate each 1 rupee 45 paise. So what is the answer here? Once you got the multiplication, you get how much? 1,350 for multiplication. 1,350. 1,350. Okay. Instead of 3,000, we can able to recover only 1,350. So for multiplication, 3,000 into 0.45, you get it 1,350. So multiplication of 45. Correct. You want to show? I will show it here. See here you want to multiply. 0, 0, 0. 5 3s are 15. Okay. 1. Thereafter 4 3s are 12. Then 30. Okay. So 2 decimal. 1, 2 decimal. So what is the value? That's what I shown you. That's why the basic maths is very, very important when you are learning for the accounting. So don't worry. Okay, sir, I don't know maths, whatever. Basic calculation, part, subtraction, addition, multiplication, division. That is enough. The practice, how quickly you are going to work. Very simple. When you make interest for learning accounts, naturally you like to concentrate on basic maths also. Okay. So that's what here. That's why I am showing. Just multiply 1,350. It means what? 3,000 worth of my cash, but actually I am able to receive only 1,350. How? 3,000 into 45 paise. So this is paise. I write it here. Okay. That's what this entry very, very important. What is that? This is the 8th entry. It's very important. So same discussion for your previous exercise also discussed it. Exercise number 14. There, what happened? See, that is the value how much? Same. Last entry. In 2000 worth, he received only 60 paise. Okay. Similarly here, 3001 received only 45 paise. Finally, it's very important, commission received in advance. Okay. We got commission but received in advance. That means what? You have to follow which concept? You have to follow even a periodic concept. Or particular year only you have to account. Or matching concept. But here, that's what related to periodic concept and the matching concept. What is the journal entry here? For that, what is transaction? Commission received in advance 7,000. That means what? Received commission. So naturally, you received what? Cash, account, return. How much? 7,000. The credit is what? You want to show to commission received in advance. Advance account. Okay, 7,000. You understand? That's what? Narration. Being same. You have to write. Being commission received in advance. That means what? That commission not related to particular year. Even though for the subsequent year, but that commission received now itself. That's why I consider as advance. So I am crediting to commission received account. Commission received in advance account. Naturally coming under what? Nominal account. As a credit all my income and gain. So as a company, I got cash as a real account. Why I am debiting? Coming under asset account. So debit what comes in here, nominal account. As a credit all my income and gains. That's a commission received in advance account 7,000. Okay, that's what. I close the transaction here. I have understood totally how many transaction, 9 transactions. In our exercise, they consider in alphabetical manner up to I. Okay, so I understood how to do the journal entries with the help of the business transaction. For that, should be strong in a personal real nominal account. Very important. Okay, again I repeat, You have to memorize always what is personal account. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. What is real account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. Then what is nominal account rule? So debit all expenses and losses. Credit all income and gain. So all the three account, personal account, real account, nominal account, according to our traditional approach, we call as a golden rule. So with the help of the rule, we want to confirm that whether my debit and credit is correct. For that only we want to verify. How we want to verify? With the help of the rule. That's the rule they mentioned. Okay, I hope that the two exercises we done it according to our NCERT book. So kindly go through it 2 or 3 times for this video. Thereafter, you have to work out. Again, you have to practice now very easily in our NCERT book for subsequent exercise. I hope that you understood some important points for these 2 exercises. Okay, thank you very much.